What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NBA Saturday, January 22nd. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's NBA slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay guys, we have a 3-game slate tonight, so let's take a look at the point guard position. I like Chris Paul from the Phoenix Suns playing the Indiana Pacers, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall. They're middle-of-the-pack defending opposing point guards. Chris Paul has averaged 39 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 32 minutes per game with a 20% usage rate. He's projected at 39.2 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5 times value. He's 7,800 DraftKings salary, 300 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 218 points scored in this game, and Chris Paul has scored 51, 46, and 30 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 36, 32, and 27 minutes. So I like Chris Paul here versus the Indiana Pacers. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $25 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won. And we'll send you $25 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, let's take a look at the shooting guard position. I like Chris Duel from the Indiana Pacers playing the Phoenix Suns, who have a good defense overall. They've been good versus opposing shooting guards, but Chris Duel has averaged 24.7 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 29 minutes per game with a 22% usage rate. He's projected at 26.2 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5 times value. He's 5,200 DraftKings salary, 1,500 more on FanDuel, and Chris Duel has scored 47, 26, and 48 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 38, 32, and 34 minutes. So he's playing a ton of minutes. He's been super productive. His salary is still relatively low, and he can hit value pretty easily in this game. Even if he just scores his season average, he's going to hit value. So I like Chris Duel here versus the Phoenix Suns. Okay, let's take a look at the small forward position. I like Lauri Markkanen from the Cleveland Cavaliers playing the Oklahoma City Thunder, who have the 2nd worst defense overall, and they give up the 3rd most fantasy points to opposing small forwards. Lauri Markkanen has averaged 26 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 31 minutes per game with a 19% usage rate. He's projected at 26.8 fantasy points here tonight, which is just about 5 times value. He's 5,500 DraftKings salary, 700 more on FanDuel, and Lauri Markkanen has averaged 43, 26, and 29 he's scored 43, 26, and 29 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 32, 29, and 31 minutes. And Lauri Markkanen has scored 29, 35, 30, 33, and 25 fantasy points in his last 5 games versus the Thunder. Vegas thinks there's going to be 210 points scored in this game. It's a great matchup. So I like Lauri Markkanen here versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. Real quick guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the position optimizer where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new player trends tool where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. Okay, let's take a look at the power forward position. I like Kevin Love from the Cleveland Cavaliers playing the Oklahoma City Thunder, who have the second worst defense overall. They give up the third most fantasy points to opposing power forwards. Kevin Love has averaged 28 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 21 minutes per game with a 26% usage rate. He's projected at 26.9 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.3 times value. He is 5,100 DraftKings salary, 300 more on FanDuel, and Kevin Love has scored 29, 28, and 18 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 20, 19, and 21 minutes. So even though he's only playing around 20 minutes a game, he's got that 28 plus fantasy point upside. He's got 30 plus fantasy point upside, especially in this matchup. So I like Kevin Love here versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. Okay, moving on to the center position. I like Richaun Holmes. Here's a value play for you. Richaun Holmes from the Sacramento Kings playing the Milwaukee Bucks, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall. They give up the 10th most fantasy points to opposing centers. Richaun Holmes has averaged 26.9 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 26 minutes per game with a 16% usage rate. He's projected at 24.4 fantasy points here tonight, and that's 5.7 times value. He's only 4,300 DraftKings salary, 1,200 more on FanDuel, and Vegas thinks there's going to be 231 points scored in this game, so it's a good game to stack on a small slate. And Richaun Holmes scored 24 fantasy points last game, played 27 minutes. So this is one of my favorite value plays on the slate. I like Richaun Holmes, who scored 27 and 29 fantasy points in his last 2 games versus the Bucks, here versus the Milwaukee Bucks. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smiggity smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NBA slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again and good luck.